Hello. Hope everybody's doing well today. I am tired, and I think tomorrow might just be a day off because I have hell on earth tomorrow for work at least. Anyhow, like I said, hope everybody's doing good. I'm hoping this stream is at least slightly shorter so I can at least get some rest. I think where we left off, Edgeworth was helping, not Maya, what's her face? Iris, that's it. Intensive care unit. I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here, this isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him. Somehow. Right. Are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? They still look a little green in the face. Or maybe Viridian in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. Glad Gumshoe cares. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. Give me a second here. Yeah. In the end, Shichishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is? Our client's background, naturally. You mean Iris, sir? I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. Ah, that's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. Jeez. Phoenix is really fucking taking it. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Looks like no one's here. Larry. Maurice. I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy who I know would be this persistent and high strung. Hello, Gumbo. How's it going? I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Hey! Enough. Fools who foolishly accept foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix Wright? Oh, me? Wait a second. I know you. You're, ow. Your flexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up and you want to grill me over a name? Franzi, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book. Franzi's Whippy Whip Trip. Or Whippity Whip. Fuck. I'm not saying that. Anyways, Gumbo, how have you been today? Yeah. Before me ask me to model, learn to give at least semi-coherent testimony. Before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. I'm doing... Fuck off, Gumbo. Anyways, I'm glad you're at least doing. Last we want from you is not doing. Otherwise, that means you end up dead. So I think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Yeah, off he goes. Finally, they fucked with my stare. What the fuck? Hold on, let me switch to my desktop because what the fuck did they do to it?
Yeah, that fucking album was dog shit.
I don't know why fucking Twitch has to unmute the front site, but okay. Oh, it's Valentine's stare, that's why. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix, right? Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. We're extending my perfect win record, naturally. I hate her character because it was like, oh, you won against me? No, you didn't. Etc. She's lost against Edgeworth, she's lost against Wright. She doesn't have a perfect win record. Oh joy, sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I'm Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was a legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years. But now he's gone from this world. Oh shit, they gave him the fucking death sentence. I guess it makes sense, Gumbo. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because of what happened to your father. Phoenix Wright, you will fall before me. This I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Be clear. Yes, Crystal. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intent of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth, come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Alice Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know? He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that's almost kind of cute. Ooh, no. Ow, no smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool, doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth? Make no mistake, Phoenix Wright. I came here for one thing and one thing only. Pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word of every last sentence of every last paragraph. Oh, sorry, excuse me. All the ridiculous things you did made it very interesting to read, you know? Attempted to cross a burning bridge? Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumsoo said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay. I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Ah, still think it's small, I see, Phoenix, right? Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. I have defeated you. Several times. I think 4 times, in fact. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. Sorry. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise, now that I think about it. There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anybody tell me about this? Must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body last night. I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. Oh shit. I right-clicked when I shouldn't have. It said something about not seeing Cyclops at the very least. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. Felt like I might start flying myself. I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible. I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But you did. Oh, but because you did, Maya's stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes? Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. I've got to get Maya out of there. Fast. But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island. Like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. As long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer. And with no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Oh, please, Gumshoe. Get that bridge up faster. Curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh? Do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I need to know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise Donham. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. No, I'm wondering if why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My. Made it sound like this place is some sort of dump, mister, right? Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know. There, you did it again. Mr. Bikini, I notice you always refer to Miss Donham as Mystic Elise. Oh. Yes, now why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as Mystic. Makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Oh, jeez. Seems Miss Elise Stoneham was no ordinary visitor after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Stoneham on the evening of the murder. And now she's vanished. It's all gotta be connected somehow. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together. Oh man. My head's throbbing so bad it's killing me. Pearls, she was with Miss Stoneham on the night of the murder. Remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know? I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we finished eating dinner. The murder, it didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. This nun is guilty. Death sentence. Case closed. Easy. I don't think so. To be honest, this one's interesting because I have no idea. I personally don't think it's a nun. Something strange is making feeling it's not Elise. No, not Iris. There's something backwards with Elise, if that makes sense. Yeah, it can't be Larry, because it's Larry. I mean, it maybe could be Iris? No, I get that. I'm just saying my thoughts. Yeah, newbie said that one to me. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Actually, before I go any further, I'm gonna check. This case is judged by a judge. What now? Where's newbie? Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Stoneham had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Miss Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes. But I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Stoneham's true identity. Is Stoneham Misty Faye? Nope, okay. Well, Sister Bikini, what do you have to say to that? Of course, I don't know why it didn't hit me before. Your heart, it's impure. It's riddled with wickedness and fallacies. That's why you keep coming up with these funny ideas. I recommend Mystic Elise's book, The Magic Bottle for Your Manic Ear Condition. Magic bottle? I hope it doesn't have a childproof cap on it. She was a wonderful author and illustrator. That's all, I swear. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost... Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't have anything yet. He's a toddler for... Yeah. Phoenix Wright is just 3 kids in a trench coat. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so... Maybe there's some clues that have yet to be found. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. That's also the height that the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Stoneham was pushed from the top of the wall? You just have to open a childproof lock. Yeah, once you do that, it's over for you. Open the childproof lock, pay taxes. You know how it is. That building up there is the main hall. It's where we were staying. It's kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms are above me or on the ground floor. Probably Miss Stoneham was staying in the corner room. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. Whipping the judge until the judge opened it for her. Yeah, that makes sense. The Shichishito. It's right there in Mystic Amy's right hand. It was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. The Stoneham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. Guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but... what was it doing all the way out there? There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around this courtyard. For those the city glare to compete with, imagine they would seem a lot brighter. Guess Sister Bikini must light them for now, since Iris can't be here. You should carry staffs more often? Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I enjoyed LARPing, because you actually get to see that kind of thing. Staves and cloaks. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. For the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. Hey! Whoa, jeez. Fuck, that scared me. What was that jarring, inconsiderately loud yell? So this is where you've been. Keeping nice and warm, I see. Of clothing are basically just one big rectangle of cloth sewn or folded into a garment. That's most shirts. Detective, have you finished repair at the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well. Then I'll come along with you and... Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I meant. Ah! Oh, I see. So you mean like ponchos and whatnot. Or tabards. I think you'd be a tabard kind of person. Tabard is just a really long rectangle with a circle in it for your head. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's Miss Von Karma. Alright, so then what you want is a tunic. Which is basically one rectangle for your torso, 2 rectangles for your arms, and little triangles cut out for the armpits for movement. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. My. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix, right? Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francisco Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Give me a poncho? Okay. Jeez, that's a fucking precarious looking bridge. Oh, Larry's still not here. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. That voice. Girls. Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick. So you were here ever since that night. I was so lonely I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw the dusky bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone. It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I'm Francisco Von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I'm here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year. I love the deadpan face as she says this. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip. Absolutely fucking totaled. Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Yow, why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyways, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya? Ah. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Mystic Maya. Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow. That was cruel, Phoenix, right? To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that? It's giving me the creeps. Guess I'd better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Phoenix, right. What? And would you stop calling me by full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire was tied to this probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix, right? I didn't say anything. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix, right. Do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. I shall probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix, right? There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix, right? But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma. Seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix, right? It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Trying to see if there's anything different. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. There's no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix, right? What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Aren't you Americans enjoying doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Excuse me. This must be the door that leads to the inner temple. Where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix, right? Yeah. You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. And then they fucked. Sign says inner temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix, right? She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. I don't know why my heart stopped when I saw that lock on the thing. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. It appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is giving us some really strange vibes. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix, right? It's a scroll, not a poster. A picture of a woman who's actually... Door's holding a secret interrogator? Yes. I'm going to antagonize the door. Door, where were you on the night of the murder? Guys, I think the door did it. The door murdered. Roll charisma check on the door. I seduce the door. It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... a woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in the room since I... in this room since I was last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah yes, there's a very appetizing smell in the air. Gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. I see. It's shit. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost if they're guarding something inside that cavern. Never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I don't know why that tripped me up, Gumbo. Just something about it. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this. Mr. Trite. Godo seduced to the lock. Prosecutor Godo. I didn't know you were here. Big, huge ass fucking middle door. I wonder if this is guarding something. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the same question. I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You're the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Gumbo, any more and you're gonna start drooling. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Is this sexist to say aloud? I'm gonna say this once, Lady von Whippingberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright. What are you hitting me for? Ha. You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. Something different about Godo today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow? It's important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? He's got pink eye. I think he's got red eye. So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is... well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Fuck. He's a zombie. Goddamn cyborg zombie looking ass. Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is... this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, Trite, you. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Trite, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know how Godo was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Yeah, Von Karma said sorry is a fucking miracle and a half on its own. Isn't that right, Trite? Earlier, you said I've done something I can never undo. What do you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on the side of Dusky Bridge. What? Imagine being named after Wonder Woman. Ha. Yeah, how you doing, Marine? I think Gumbo already made that joke. No, Gumbo doesn't know superheroes that well. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? Of him being named after Game Engine? I don't think he's made that joke yet. Should have made that joke instead. Gotta go, have a good stream. Thanks, Marine. Take care. And I think you're streaming too, so I hope you have a good stream. The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No. Which means straight that she sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me. And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, it's one case I'll never forget. But I got the guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life. Now, you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would... Well, let's just say the inner temple of the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Very well. Then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Ah. Sure, show me just where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole. That's right, an interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training in the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in here. Mr. Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who could open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. I'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godo. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, right? That's what everyone says. It's like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix, right? Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. What? Yeah, you can do anything. Except stand up to your 9-year-old girl. God, looking at this room without music is fucking unnerving. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ugh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. One fucking off. Midnight, he's asking her mom to take... Is the gym even open at midnight? If he's so hell-bent on exercising, why doesn't he just fucking walk there? Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder. With my whip. I guess it makes sense, Gumbo. So what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide... Perhaps you were trying to decide if you want to wash that off or not? Doesn't even make... Wow. So, if he can't even make food for himself, why is he going to exercise? You can't have one without the other, and if you can't take care of yourself, why the fuck... you know what, I don't know. Do you cook your own dinner, Gumbo? I order food? You should try cooking once or twice, just to see how it is. Like a slightly more substantial meal, other than just like throwing chicken nuggets in a deep fryer. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kind of already snuck in there. Is you trying to be clever or something? What's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? Kind of garden-like garden. Garden. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Alright, well, one day, Gumbo, we'll try to make it, like, help you out cook something, you know? Like, even if it's just, like, bachelor chicken surprise, I would guess I would call it. Which is, I deep fried some chicken nuggets and some fries. And I put fries, then chicken nuggets on, or chop up the chicken nuggets, put it on top of the fries. Then cover that in spaghetti sauce and cheese. And then microwave it a little bit to melt the cheese. I don't know what I called it, but it's just sometimes cooking is just fucking mangling things. I mean, like I said, that's just fucking Canadian cuisine is just pushing things together and hoping they're delicious. How do you afford ordering every day then? Like, doesn't it like rack up in price very, very quickly? No, I know. I'm just trying to think, because like, I order food here. It's like $20 even before delivery fees. Times that by like 30. That's like a shit ton of money. At least according to my budget. Anyhow, so shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix, right? Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Oh no. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling, forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? Avant Karma will always show up wherever there's a clue. Just go over cheap stuff and we sort of rotate. Oh, okay, so you kind of like order for your family. Okay, that makes sense. Well, how about next time you order some groceries? Like I can come up with a list for you, and then I can guide you on how to cook something. It'll be something simple and delicious. Nothing like something you would want to eat. Like homemade chicken nuggets. I don't know. I just think it's one of like the necessary skills in life to be able to cook, you know? What can I make with only having milk and orange juice? 2/3 of a complete breakfast. How's it going, Severed? Tried to make homemade burgers once and they turned out awful. Well, I know how to make good burgers, and I can help you out with that. Wrong diarrhea. Oh boy. Sounds like a good morning. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But so how's the Intertemple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? What was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Oh, there were a couple things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern, and the area surrounding that's not covered in snow, correct? They looked kind of fishy to me. You know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. Guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godo tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do now is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred cavern. Why are whistles clean? Surely there's like spit juices on the inside. I have no idea, to be honest. Maybe it's thinking of like a steam whistle? Because, like, hot water is very, like, sanitary. I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down, I felt like I was drowning. This thing is still be... Yeah. I honestly think, like... It's just really cool, like, technologies that, like, stand up to the test of time. Like, the wheel. Sure, we've made improvements on the wheel, but it's still the wheel. Sounds pleasant. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. Looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Elise Donham? Yeah. There was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. Isn't the cord found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly? Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Karain Master's talisman. Okay. A little lantern, a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What's this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over. The ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. What if this has any impact on the case? Well, I doused my face earlier with this water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Next time you're sleepy, you only need to come to me. Got it? There are a couple of torches here. Guess you need to light, you guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. Looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. I was training here on the night of the murder. Not unreasonable to think these things were lit up all the time, I guess. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. It's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. It wasn't the police. Then who did it? Oh, yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contests, you see? I was so disappointed I picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it. Ah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. Sorry, I'm scratching my neck. Maya. So these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Oh, this is Miss Stoneham's blood? We haven't even done a detailed analysis yet. It's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix Wright, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway. There's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Stoneham wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing, the victim's blood, and the other clues left behind, seems pretty likely this garden was the scene of Miss Elise Stoneham's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? So Miss Stoneham was killed here? However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then what Mr. Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Funkama? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec. The bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix, right? Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burnt out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. Can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really was the scene of the crime, then I need to figure out what exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Problem is the way it's written looks like it's a different word, and I'm trying to figure out what the word is. On the ceiling? What the fuck? I didn't know about the roach thing either, holy shit. It seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Godo managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again? Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right? Wait, Edgeworth. I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, right? I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my FA is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. Yeah, I guess it makes sense, Gumbo. Now let's do the Gumbo paradox. Who's worse, Asmongold or Yandere Dev? If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? I wouldn't say he's my nemesis. But yeah. Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Well, I wouldn't say popular, more infamous at this point. Especially all the wrong he's done. It's just, I use him as a pinnacle of what not to be. And what not to do. It's no time to be standing around, Phoenix, right? Are there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since the last time I saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix, right? What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. I was just here, you know? She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear. It's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Huh? Me? Ah! Oh yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones who have said that to me. I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shield. It just became a shield to a shrew. Eh? Do you have a problem, Phoenix, right? Sure, she was brave to test so truthfully like that. But no, she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break the Cyclops of hers. Final good news? Alright, what's the good news, bud? At least Donum. Let's see what this turns out to be. Mr. Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donum has a special significance to this temple. And to average one more viewer, that's always the difficult part, is just being able to get past that hurdle. Trust me that even when I got 50 followers, it took me like a good couple months until I became affiliate. Just keep on trying, that's all I say. Because once you get past that hurdle, you can start to build your own community. Collab with people, make some friends. That's what you can do to grow. Find people with similar enjoyments as you. Like your COD mobile. Like find other players who you might enjoy playing with. But of course, don't be like pushy about it. Let things happen naturally. That's why I like raiding. Because for example, if I didn't raid, fuck, yeah. And then Town of Salem, yeah, there's quite a. Fuck, I keep launching bottles off my side table. Yes, there's a huge community for Town of Salem. Like I was friends for. I would still say we're on good terms. We just kind of drifted apart, but I was friends with Pipetron, who has a massive Town of Salem following. And he collabed with other Town of Salem streamers as well. Hell, I even was like invited into his group with. I'm friends with Prox, and so collab a couple times. People will see the enjoyment that you can bounce off of other people. I remember when Moist Noggin streamed Town of Salem. Yeah, I remember that too. Come on, you could have just ended it with, I remember when Moist Noggin streamed. But just talk, Milo. Just don't be pushy about it. That's all I say. Because there's been quite a few times where people have been like, "Hey, Final, you should collab with me," and I'm like, "But I've only like really talked with you once, you know." Nice. So I'm just gonna finish this while I'm thinking about it. I'm convinced that Miss Elise Donum had a special significance to this temple. I think I saw them in Techno's chat too. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was Mystic Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Elise Donum's true identity. Miss Donum had this charm with her at all times. What did you... This isn't a cheap good luck charm either. Then... What do you think this is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. I think that speaks volume about who Miss Donum really was. The talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donum's true identity. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But the scroll shows the master of Quran channeling technique. The crest at the top of the sign is that of that honorable title. The very same crest that that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. When Marshall was to be honest, I was never super huge into Town of Salem, Milo. Like, social deduction games I have played, and I will say there have been times where I enjoyed it, but overall I stopped playing them because people had this like superiority complex, if that makes sense. Like, oh, I'm smarter than you, and if you do one wrong play, you're a fucking idiot. And that kind of just, it kind of ruined the enjoyment for me, you know? Like, more power to those who can play it and, like, play it continuously. Like, there are some genius people out there that can just read any sort of person. But exactly, Gumbo. Exactly my thoughts. To be honest, Milo, any role is important depending on how you play it. One wrong move could cost you the entire game. Say one wrong thing, read one person wrong, boom, instantly you're done for. I mean, it's a good edge when you consider that, but like, it's hard to. Oh, I agree, Gumbo, and I do the same thing with Overwatch. Because if you play Overwatch's side modes, you get some very, very fun people. Yeah. The crest is reserved for the Master of Karain. Well, I've told you this not nonsense. I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master, my FA, told me. What? You mean that Acolyte is Misty Faye's daughter? Yes. Was it throwing? Probably not my problem. Exactly. When you see me play Overwatch, I play exclusively to play stupid. Yeah, sure, I'll sometimes play to win, but what's winning if you don't have fun with it? It's a hollow shell. Daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor. Mystic Misty. Oh shit. At least Stoneham was Mystic Misty. Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since before she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Karain talisman? It's the symbol of the master of Karain. The bearer must carry it with them. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. Until their death? So at least Donum was really Maya's mother, huh? She was Misty Faye, master of the Crane channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. Looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well... what's happening? It can't be. Earthquake! My goodness, the inner temple. This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall. It very might well cave in. What? Maya! I gotta go. Alright, take care, Milo. And good luck with the final follower. And Milo, I'm not sure if you disappeared yet. Don't be afraid to advertise yourself in the self-promotion channel in my Discord. Other people do it, so I don't see why you can't. During video games, my favorite strat in the finals has got to be Goo Gun and Sledgehammer. It's so... sounds like a strange combination. I gotta play Overwatch again. I know you had one, that's why I haven't. Yes. Where is it on my Discord? Just below the live alerts channel. It seems to have passed. We can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? Platform gun and DRG, but you hit players, it freezes them in place for a second until the goo breaks his... Oh, okay. Neat. To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Mr. Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready. I go. Alright, take care. When using jump pads over the voice, it kills all momentum. And how much rage do you get from that? They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? Come on, let's go. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right. Ah! What are you doing here? How could I have... How'd you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yeah, oh hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. No. The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Oh, fuck. Retaliation via goo barrels that spawn on the map. You can throw them at me and get me stuck in the same way. Nice. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. Hello, newbie. I'm alive. Yeah. The thing I love about the finals is that Sally being nerfed as soon as nukes, C4 explosive barrels and throw them at the enemy. How's that being nerfed? That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. And we need to get a manhunt underway now, and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Mr. Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might cave in because of the quake. Do you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. I'm sure she's at the inner temple. Manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. Or absolutely killing the weight of C4 so you can't throw it very far. I guess it makes sense. Alright, let's go. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. But what we found was something none of us could have ever expected. Oh, that's fucking creepy. How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Now I'm really here? Oh, I just ended. Fuck. Shit. Oh, do I keep going? I'm tired. Is there much to this next part of the investigation, newbie? Yeah, there's a lot to do. Unfortunately, I have a lot of work to do tomorrow. It gets ungodly dark. Alright. Well, if that's the case, I'm fucking... I know you just got here, newbie, and I'm sorry to do this, but I gotta turn in. I belong in bed, anyways. Alright. I hope you enjoyed the tags, at least. Glitch Shop's most pointless gadget in the finals. Okay. Yeah, the only friend I have on right now is Marine, so we'll raid Marine. I don't mean to sound begrudging on that, just lack of options. Is disable traps like Jared's mind? It's a mine itself. So what the fuck do you do throughout it? What? Yeah, that seems really useful. Or useful, useless. Like why? Yeah, what a fucking useless idea that was. Anyhow, before the fucking raid ready gets the, I hope everybody has a good night. I apologize if I don't stream tomorrow. Just know I will be ungodly fucked off my rocker. All right, because I know I have work I have to get done, and you'll probably hear, if you guys want to hear some salt afterwards. Ask me what the hell happened, and I'll explain it to you. Anyways, take care, everyone. Have a good night.